on page Tofrech Sadivov. Let me see what's going on with me. Okay, here we go. Okay, so at the top, the top line says, V'hinei shtei roshim acherim. 1 second. So, shtei roshim acherim, the Erik Anpin, which is the Avira and the Mocha Stimah, they have some manifestation of this other, an aspect of themselves winds up in Abba B'Ima. So therefore, I'm not sure what exactly how this works, but they're incorporated. He says they're incorporated into the osius of Yud Avaya, which we see manifest in Etzilus. Shu Abba V'Ima, which is also known as Chochmah Bina. But this is what we're really talking about. Yeah, the subject is begin Shama Lo Ishtakach, or maybe Shema Lo Ish. The name is not found, so we went through different ideas. Reish Kadam Kesed the Erik Anpin. B'Shem Avaya. It doesn't come out. You don't see it. Al Kolol Olam Aratzilus. Golem Daratzilu Lo Ishtakach. It's not found in Etzilus at all. There's no aspect that's manifest in Abba Ve'ima as the partzufim of Etzilus develop. So we're going to go down and we're going to look at number Yud Daled, number 14, down here. And let's see how close I can get to it. And there. Number Yudal, he says, Inyan zeh the shnei roshim avira u'mochas timah de Erik Anpin, yesh techem bechinas lamata ba'aba ve'ima, they have some, again, he has an aspect of them, that's a better word, I guess, now. Lamata ba'aba ve'ima, ma she'ein came reisha kadamah, she'ein lecho b'bechinas lamata, that has no bechina down below, doesn't manifest anywhere else. His boy Yosef Yafa Shah, so he goes into it more over there, later on. Ki Mehashnei Reishim the time Yatsa Bechemba Bechinas Acheros. Ki Mashihi Avira Dakya Reisha Tinyana, which is the second head, Yatsa Yud Ma'avir Shabah, because it's the Avira. It's the Avira. The Yud leaves it, remains as Or. Trying to figure out some of the ideas that I heard originally about that, where the concept was there, it covered over the Mocha Stimah, but then it also says at the same time that it becomes more and more refined. So if you take the Yud out of it, it becomes just Or. V'hu b'chinas Abba, so that's the aspect of Abba. So he says, Mocha, also known Mocha Stimah, Shuhu Reisha to Lisah, which is the third head, Yatsa Haku Nitsutsa the Ignis B'mei Ima. This is a little mysterious place, so it comes out from this Mocha Stimah, Reisha to Lisah, then from here comes a spark. Where's the spark come from? The Agnis, the Ignis, or however you pronounce it, he says that it's hidden, B'mei Ima, in the womb of Ima. So he's giving an idea of a transfer, how it becomes manifest someplace else. He said, nothing else joins along. In other words, doesn't have a manifestation anywhere else. Nothing comes out of it anywhere else. It stays there. Adgan. We see that Levazel the Shana Vazechu Sha'omer Vav La'ela Vav Latata Ki Haku Nitzutza, because here's what we're talking about, this spark he saw, Shanim Shechem Memochas Chochmah Stimah, that comes out of that Chochmah Stimah, Derek Anpin B'moy the Ima, and we find an aspect of it in the womb of Ima. Now, I'm really wondering about this phrase that Chochmah Stimah de Erik Anpin, and then he said Moy de Ima. So I guess he's saying that, let me go back and just read a little bit more. He said, Vavda Elvalatata, so he says there's a spark. So the question is, why does he call it a spark? But at any rate, something comes out from the Mocha Stimah, which is a spark. That spark comes from the Chachma Stimah, the Erik Anpin, B'moy the Ima, and I guess it's implanted. It's a kind of Lashon Yichud, I thinking, but it's planted like that. So this is how it is, that what its aspect is when it's in the Mocha Stimah, and also as it goes downwards, it's the same aspect. I guess he's talking about the womb of Ima. So therefore, and he has something later on, he says that, you're going to define the Mocha Stimah as an aspect of Gevura. So he says, the Ima Nikro Butzin in the Cardinesa, so that with that spark is called by that name. So the same thing, we have the concept of an upper yud and a lower yud. He said previously that the yud coming out of the word Avir, who mamish parts of Abba. That yud itself, it becomes parts of Abba. The nikrach of the yud, the Shem Kadisha, the Shem Avayis, and also when it becomes a part of Abba, then it's an aspect of the yud Ke Vav Ke of Olam Atzilus. The Erik Anpin, but that's talking about the Mocha Stimah and the Kruma de Avira. He said, but what about up above that? Which is usually should say, he says the cause of the Kasser should be the Gulgalta, I think, or maybe more specifically. But he says, Kasser the Erik Anpin. Lo nimshach of the Tanta Bechinas parts of there is no Amshacha of the Bechinas from parts of there. Raka Aras Hayud Gimel Kivartech and Nimshachin Levad, only the Ha'ara of the Yud Gimel Kivartech and Nimshachin Levad. Let me just read this again. Avara Mekesed the Erik Anpin Lo Nimshach the Santa Bechinas parts of. So instead, rolling off the back of the head of Erik Anpin, there are these 13 Kivarti. Rak ha'aras, but only what comes out of from that the highest place, the most penimistic place, is a ha'ara. It's the ha'ara, the givarti, animshach the vad, which are going to now flow down the back of the head of Erik Anpin, and that's it. Adkan. Yesh lomer od b'devarav. You could get into what he says more. Shahare Gam Begogolta, because also we see from this Gogolta, which is the Kesser that he's talking about, Begolta Nimshach Shorsh, the parts of Abba, really. So he says from there also begins the root for the parts of Abba, the Isa Be'etz Chaim. So there's another idea over there in Tashar Taz, in Perik Vav, he says, Ki Gogolta Ramumokul the Erik Anpin, Heim Shorsh Abba Ve'ima. So there he says, makes a statement, where we're just talking about the Gogolta doesn't have a manifestation anyplace else, just a glow off of the Chivarti on the back of the head of of the skull. But over here it says it seems to be a listira ki Gogolta muchel de Erik Anpin heim shorsh abba ve'ima. The chesed de atik. So now he says like this: the chesed of atik. Then we talk about zer anpin. And penimi, the zer anpin is immediately the zat of atik. He said, "B'chesed ha'atek who begugolta is in the gugolta. That's the origin of it. V'hagavura ha'atek b'mocha. V'dugma sachabchem l'mata ba'ava ve'ima. They have a similarity, or they're similar to, or can be manifest then. Chesed ba'aba ugavura be'ima ad kan, and that was a little like probably something important. But so not to contradict everything, he says it's a concept that there's a beginning of an illumination that comes out of there. And it's similar to the 20 hivarti. Are you saying that we need to end in like 10 minutes? Is that what you're saying?
I think so.
Okay, so let me stop this here. This is just what I could do in that time. We'll start to run in.